Shit, you could set up a timer to go live, and you go live before that time. StreamYard be like, "You sure?" Yeah, I'm sure, bro. I know why I pressed the record button. What's happening though? Let me get some love first off. Playback, motherfucking gang. Playback gang, what's happening? UGC, we here. Hit the like button. Support my brothers in the UGC click. They on the channels tab. Get with them. Hit that bell icon. And truth is the new hate. As always, I'm your host, Black Horseman Promotions. And we're going to talk some talk, man. We got a few topics we're going to get to. You know what? Hey, I don't know. We're going to dedicate this week to just flaming because, it's other shit that I can get to, that I really want to get to and I'm going to get to. But I'm just taking a break right now, just looking at the same stuff, man. The same stuff. And as time goes by, you analyze and see where a person was at this point and then where they at now. And it's just strange, man. You look up, you might, remember that nigga 50 said, "Damn, homie, in high school, you was the man, homie." Like back in the day, Keith was the man. Ponytail. That he was that dude. Like, man, this nigga coming out of nowhere. He coming with the ish, 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 ish. He sleeping niggas. He can box. And wanted all the smoke. And wanted the shit on free TV. Didn't he want niggas to pay pay-per-view or nothing? But here we are. This dude, Keith Thurman, I told y'all before, he ruined the welterweight division. The torch was really handed off to him when Floyd got out of the equation. For that PBC side, Keith was supposed to be that dude to just take over. He was going to whoop every nigga at welterweight. He was going to become undisputed until this Earl Spence shit came on the scene. Started trying to push this, that's my money, my Super Bowl fight or whatever. That marinating curve set in. The two belts end up being lost. One voluntarily you gave up, the other got taken off your ass. And this dude right here, man, now I not even want to acknowledge the WBO. Amazing, bro. The changes. But the thing about it is, some of y'all didn't keep the same energy. You liked certain things about Keith Thurman because of what he was doing then, but a lot of y'all will still support what he's doing, but he's not still doing the same stuff he was doing then. He doing some other stuff. Now undisputed don't matter. What the heck? What do I want with a WBO? Like, what is that? Double talking and all this stuff out here now. And Umbaya said some shit yesterday. You're right, bro. I think it's that pay-per-view money, man. They get that pay-per-view money and they change all the way up. All the way up. They changing all the way up. Nothing can stop them. They all the way up. Look how they act. Pre-pay-per-view and then after pay-per-view, and then you look at the shit. You be like, yo, what is this? Who is this? Are you here? Is this the same person? Who are you? Who is him? What's cracking in the chat though? Lisa Bells. Shout out to Lisa Bells. Always showing support and love, man. Shout out to Lisa. And good morning. Mar, what's happening, homie? Chin Smoke. Ty Legacy. He says, if you flaming Keith, that debunks that you bias. Shows right there you keeping it consistent in your judgments. No cap, just throwing out there so it's known. I mean, hey, what's understood ain't got to be talked about. They know who I'm is. I kept the same energy. You know, it was certain things I liked about Keith, but when he changed up, I stayed consistent. And I knew the nigga was gonna lose when he didn't stay consistent. When he didn't keep that same energy and he changed up, I'm like, yeah, that Manny Pacquiao fight showed me. Before the fight, I seen this shit. I'm like, yeah, this is it. Keith about to get taught. He gonna find out some real valuable lessons out here. You're gonna have to learn if you're gonna keep going up, you know. And then say this, like we'll say this, you know. Not saying that Keith is a wild nigga out here like a lot of these other dudes on his side of the street, but the guy that he fought, look at his character and look how Keith was doing. I know you got to sell a fight, but really Keith was on some disrespectful shit towards Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was on some, I respect him. I'm going to do in the ring. Like Keith. He kept it like that. Respectable. I will whoop your ass, but I'm going to be a gentleman and I'm going to be professional. You know, keep that shit over there. You know, and after that, it's cool. I'll help you up. You know, but that first round, he showed him. I will drop you, Keith. You know, talking about, Keith was in there talking about, motherfucker said, or you can do absolutely nothing when I'm dodging everything. Yeah, okay. When I'm dodging everything. Is that what you did in there, Keith Thurman? You was dodging everything, Keith? Woo-wee. Not from what I seen after the fight. That face play would tell you the story of the fight. Okay? And I'll tell you, I didn't even see the shit live. Let me think. Because I'm an honest dude. Did I pay for that? Nope. I didn't pay for that Keith fight. Nope. I was not supporting that PED match. I was not with it. I'm like, I'll catch some highlights. I'll catch the aftermath. God damn it. Shout out to Drake. Catch the aftermath. Because this is some Slim Shady shit going on over here. Ponytail in Malaysia. Tahaka, what's happening? We here, bro. Eds, what's up, man? He said, I know you have because I listened / chatted with you for over a year and I watched you do it more than once. Man, me and Ty at Legacy was on many live streams, y'all. So that's my brother right there. He know me. So, like I said, I don't even concern. I shout out to my brother. He said he gonna be on in a second. Let me mute this shit though. But shout out to my homie Ty Legacy, cause like that's why I don't worry about niggas that slander and whatever that dumb shit. Like when you a solid real motherfucker, you don't care about shit like that. You don't care. Like you don't even think about the slander and the hate and that bullshit drama. Like whatever, nigga. That so the nigga like Ty Legacy, no, he know I'm consistent and that how long I was fucking with Keith Thurman, and when I got to a point like okay, then that nigga just now he started doing this other shit. I already knew what time it was, but I seen this shit. I'm like, you know what, man, this shit right here. But all of them over there did that. Over Bud Crawford, bro. That shit is a nightmare. That shit is a nightmare. You know what? I'm being honest. I feel sorry for anybody that's in that 147 division who really think the shit is sweet. Because Bud Crawford gonna beat their ass. And like you giving the nigga more fuel with this whole shit y'all doing, with this avoidance shit y'all doing. That make it to where when y'all do step up and fight him, he gonna whoop your ass real bad. Real bad. Because he hungry. He been wanting to whoop you dudes. With all this whole shit. Oh, the WB no and all right. All right. Well, when that fight do happen, because you're gonna need that payday probably, and you gonna know that he gonna have that belt, and that payday gonna be there, and you gonna finally cross the street and come up with a lame excuse as to why you guys can fight across the street now, you know. But when you get in there, he gonna smoke you. Bud gonna smoke you. You know, you don't fuck with no Bud, you gonna be smoking with a whole lot of Bud after that fight. Watch. Because he gonna smoke you. You scary ass niggas. He gonna smoke you. Philly, sweet ass niggas. Swisher niggas. Y'all gonna be out of there. Smoked. Right. I know what happened with him. The money. The money. Let him do what he wants. Let Manny Pacquiao do what he wants. I was like, oh, all right, Keith. Well, it was a nice journey with you, sir. That was it. I seen it right there. I'm like, yep, he gonna lose, and that shit is a wrap for the dude. That's what's going on. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? Goddamn nigga, hip hop, whatever hip hop station, nigga's a rap for Keith. He says, boxing has become a no contact sport. Duck, duck, duck. Yeah, absolutely. So, and the thing about it is, it just, you see that a lot of people was not real. They was not consistent, because you see them change with the fighters. When the fighters start doing the duck shit, the stuff that they was against at first, when they start doing the shit, oh, now they with the duck shit. Undisputed don't matter. You know, why does this person don't have to take less money? Whoopty whoop. Oh, they should get 50-50. You know, pound for pound don't matter. We can make our own belt over here on this side. Just tell you right there. Just tell you right there. You know, but the ones that really know me, like, shit, y'all niggas know. Been really about this boxing talk shit. Realest boxing talk. This is what we've been about. So that's why motherfuckers don't fuck with black. Because they about that fake boxing talk. That half-ass real boxing talk. That weak boxing talk. This is real boxing talk over here. All the time. Playback game. What's happening? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And look, we're going to get to this topic too. This is what I'm noticing out here. A lot of deflection from the mistakes by bringing in racism. By bringing in racism. Now, let me say this shit, because I was going to do a video on this shit, but I'm like, nah, let me do this shit on live stream, just in case a nigga got something to say. And he can hit the link. He can hit the link. Link is dropped. So let's get into this. We colored motherfuckers, dark motherfuckers or whatever, the oppressed ones, right? Let's just be real about this shit. We love to make a big fuss about how someone else might get off or a lighter sentence by making a same mistake, right? Or worse, right? But have darker complected people been more oppressed and been under a microscope more than others? Like, this is something that we do know, and that whatever we do is going to be more magnified. It's going to get more attention, more headlines. You know, one thing that we do have a gift about is we know how to bring a lot of attention to ourselves by whether it's athletic or something that we're wearing, or we creative people like that. But at the same time, when you demand this kind of attention and you can get these kind of headlines, don't act like no motherfucking hoe when now you get a headline from doing some fucked up shit and you mad about the shit. Why y'all want to talk about me now? Why y'all give me a headline? Why y'all ain't talk about this person that much? Oh, now you don't want motherfuckers to talk about you because you on camera doing some fucked up shit. The solution to it is stop doing dumb shit. That's what it is. Stop doing dumb shit, and we won't have to compare your sentence or your punishment to someone else's. Motherfuckers, we got the microscope on us like the worst. So we do one little thing, it's gonna be magnified. So why even do the shit? Why even put yourself in that position? Because you niggas sound stupid throwing race in it. Like, give a fuck what somebody else doing. Like, nigga, you gotta do better. So don't do the shit at all, and it won't make no headline. For us to compare the shit to a Kovalev or fucking whoever. Fuck that. Like, if that's what he do and Russians do and they savage, why you want to act like that? Why we got to compare you to a savage? A motherfucker that slap and break a chick's neck or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't even have to Compare you to that. That's how bad this shit is. That now you in a conversation of a Kovalev putting his hands on a female. This shit is stupid to bring other people's situation into it. Flat out. Like, if y'all motherfuckers want to be all this color shit, well, make sure your color code is doing better. Not doing stupid ass embarrassing shit to where now you make an ass out of yourself trying to defend them. But that's how I feel about the shit. Link drop. What's up, Red?
What up, Black? Everything you said is fact. If whether there is or isn't some racism going on, if the guy is wrong, the guy is wrong. How other people are reacting doesn't change the fact of what he did. So instead of excusing the shit, making excuses because you feel that so and so didn't get the same amount of heat, that's not the right way to go about things. The right way is to acknowledge that he did something wrong, that something needs to be done about it, and then address, okay, now we also need to talk about this. But don't just dismiss, like don't act like Tank Davis didn't do nothing wrong. Like that's like if you had a child and they did something wrong, you're not gonna do that with your child. This is a grown ass man. You don't need to be babying him.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. You keep babying these motherfuckers, they ain't gonna never learn. Shit. And I can say that from experience. I got a younger bro like that. Like, man, you know, kept getting him a slap on the wrist, keep babying him, oh, it ain't that big a deal. Yeah, it is. You create a monster here, you know. And somebody in his position, he got a lot of money. He don't want nobody to tell him nothing. He just think that he ruled the world. You can just see with what he did, he felt like he's justified. He can do shit like that. Nigga, I'm Tank Davis. You just a baby mother. You beneath me. I can snatch you up and embarrass your ass. Like what? That's a human being, bro. It's a better way to go about handling shit. Why we always gotta be portrayed as the most aggressive, outlandish, and y'all motherfuckers promote that PBC brand and they do dumb shit like that. Dumbass shit. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't gotta be projected all the time like a Tank Davis. A choker chain ass nigga run up and put his hands on the female and drag her out with his bodyguards escorting the shit. Dumb shit. So that's where I'm at with the shit. I don't support no dumbass shit. I don't care what color it is. I don't support no Kovalev doing dumbass shit. Do I have something against Russians? Hell no. I don't give a fuck about the race part. What the fuck did he do? What's his character? Is he a woman beater? Well, I don't fuck with the nigga. That's how I feel about it. If Kovalev is putting his hands on a female and think that shit is sweet and Tank feel the same way, fuck both of them. That's how I feel about it. Fuck both of them. You know what I'm saying? They make the right type of motherfuckers I fuck with. I want my kids to fucking take example of after. You ain't no real champ. You ain't no real champ. Fuck out of here. That's how I feel about the shit. So you can throw whatever color you want to throw into it. If it's the same shit, fuck both of them. Nigga. They in the same boat. Woman beat her ass. So no, he shouldn't even want to put himself in that headline by doing dumbass shit. It's just stupidity when motherfuckers even want to deflect or like, nigga, whatever. He fucking, everybody there got a fucking phone. Let's be honest. This ain't like some TMZ snuck up on some shit on a vacation. The nigga was at what, a basketball game or some shit? Where everybody got a phone, just happened, somebody had theirs out when he walked up doing that dumbass shit. So, come on now. What's happening, unbiased?
What up? What up? Yeah, man. I was just listening in, but yeah, man, I agree, man. Like, we can't be trying to make this a race thing. This is a woman beater thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I really don't. We can't scapegoat this guy by using Kovalev or any white entertainers saying, "Oh, look, they're not getting in trouble for." It's like, what about ism that the Donald Trump supporters use against Hillary Clinton? Oh, what about her emails? You know what I mean? It's like, bro, listen, We're talking about what Tank did. We're not talking about what Kovalev did or whatever white entertainer did. Let's stay on topic. You know what I'm saying? You can't be giving them
Right.
passes. I just don't get it.
Right. But you know what? You know what's so fucked up? There's more people coming to the defense of Tank more than the defense of the chick that got snatched up. Ain't that some
Right.
shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
how fucked up people are, man. Like a chick got snatched up and humiliated in front of all kind of people. Well, because this is Tank, oh, he's justified because he got this money, because he's a professional athlete. He can treat her any old kind of way. He can get off because he got money. It don't matter. He with Al Hammond. He with Floyd Mayweather. Nah, fuck that nigga. He snatched up a chick, bro, in front of public. And he didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now
Right.
he fucking got arrested, and y'all worried about defending him.
I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Again, man, yeah, he picked her up like he tried to treat her like fucking Uncle Phil used to do to Jazzy Jeff and throw her ass out the fucking
Yeah.
arena like a bouncer. Treat her like
Right.
what the fuck,
He
man.
just wasn't
So
strong enough to do the shit, so he had to grab her clothes and drag and shit.
right. So I don't get, the whole problem why people can't flame Tank. Why can't we give him the flame when he deserves it? You know what I'm saying? And behind doors, let's keep it real. Like as men, we all know women sometimes they'll push you to that limit where you want to
Right.
put hands on them. And sometimes if they just start throwing punches at you, you might grab them and push them up against the wall to defend yourself. I think
Right.
that's
Right.
fine. I think that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But the way he did that lets me know he definitely puts hands on her behind the door. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way that he could act like that in public and not be beating on her in private. That's just my opinion.
Nigga. I agree. I agree. It'd be hard to convince me that he ain't doing something worse in private, because all I seen her, she was actually sitting down. So I didn't see her swinging on Tank or nothing. I seen her sitting down, and he walked from wherever he came from to approach her. So, you don't forcefully just, impose on somebody like that, man. This is free will. This is a person, bro. Like, this ain't nobody's, she ain't property. Like, what is you doing? But that's how he treated her. Like, you peasant, you come with me. You come with me now. Matter of fact, oh, you don't want to come? Oh, I'll drag your bitch ass out.
it, it looked like
And
a
y'all defending that
caveman.
shit.
It was like some caveman shit. But you know how I would have handled that situation? Because I mean, we have to take a look at the setting. It's a basketball game. Whatever happened couldn't have been that serious. Okay, but if I was in the same situation and I got really pissed off, like I'm thinking of worst case scenario, like the worst thing that, like the most pissed off my girlfriend could make me in that situation. You know what I would have did? I would have stood up. I would have said, "Let's go." I wouldn't have touched her. I would have been like, "Let's go." And if your ass don't come on me now, you're gonna be walking, or you're gonna have to Uber yourself, because I'm not gonna Uber you. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying? You give her that ultimatum, she's gonna get up and walk out with you. You don't gotta grab her, you don't gotta make a scene, and you don't gotta look like a dumbass in front of everybody. But what did he do? Whether he grabbed her by the collar, grabbed her by the neck, I'm telling you right now, if that was my daughter, I don't give a shit what color the dude is. I'm gonna want to whip his ass. And
Yeah,
that's what people
facts.
need to
yeah.
and that's what people need to realize. Stop defending the shit. It's not because he's black. It's because he did some fucked up shit in front of everybody. Okay? When Victor Ortiz, who's Mexican, just like me, uh, when he turned himself in for rape, I made a video on that shit. But that was a while ago. Okay? These things, first off, the only reason why we know any of these things happen is because they get reported on. So you can't say, oh, they're
Right.
just picking on Tank, because the only reason why you know about Kovalev is because it got reported on. The only reason why you know about Victor Ortiz is because it got reported on. The only reason why we know any of this shit is because it got reported on. The only difference on this is it didn't really get reported on. The shit got caught on tape and it got posted on the internet.
It went viral, nigga.
Exactly.
The shit went viral. It's
So
the difference. God
so
damn.
if anything, all the other accusations, you can make an argument that it's hearsay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to make that argument. All right. If somebody rapes, hits a woman, has any kind of domestic violence on a woman, I don't give a shit what race they are, because I'm putting myself in the shoes of a father, a brother, um, you know, a relative. What if that was my niece? What if that was my daughter? What if that was my mother?
Right.
You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
hey, you know what's so funny, Red and unbiased? Like some of these people that's probably defending Tank or one of the same ones that probably said put up a headline, a video saying that Tank grabs up his baby mother, right? Got a whole lot of views for the shit, and then they did another video defending it. Like, man, why y'all going in on Tank? What about this nigga? What about this Kovalev dude? Like, y'all niggas already used the nigga for views to get the headline. Now you niggas want to get out here and defend him and shit. Like, you know, you got to argue, bro. You just put the evidence out there for us to see. Ridiculous.
Exactly. And I don't get, like, Tank got daughters, man. So in his mind, for him to just yoke up a woman like that, he should be like, damn, do I want a guy to yoke up my daughter like this? And to be honest with you, man, if that was my daughter, I don't care if Tank's a boxer, right? He catching these hands. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta sneak him, then
He
so
goes
be it.
any fighter, bro.
Yeah, he getting slept. And I don't care if he a boxer. He getting slept. I'm gonna sneak his ass, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he can't be out here just yoking up girls
That's true,
and
bro.
and just doing anything. You got a
Yeah,
daughter.
man.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
shit.
If come on,
Where I'm
man.
from, bro. Where I'm from, you always had to be careful about that shit. You could just fuck any chick, bro. Her brother might be a Crip, might be a Blood. You can't break her heart. You better be on point. I guess motherfuckers just I don't know who raised these motherfuckers and what environment they grew up in, but you don't just be, you know, somebody could have brothers, fucking dad that's crazy as fuck, strap, all of that. Like, nigga, you
And you
don't
know
just be
what, man?
grabbing up chicks.
I feel like it was minimal. Like, cause I feel like Javante Dank Davis is just like slow. So he probably got mad over something that we wouldn't get mad at or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, and treated the whole situation like a brute because he can't think things through. In my opinion, I just don't think he has the brain power to think things through. You know what I'm saying? So he's just like, all right, well, I'm pissed. I'm a grabber. Like, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? He could have
I mean,
talked to her. I
he's
don't know,
trained to
man.
do that. I mean, this is a guy. I mean, it's probably got to be more difficult for you know, to a certain extent for boxers to keep their energy under control because they train to just fucking react off of emotion. You know, I'm pissed off. Let me just swing, hit the bag, hit a person, but not with a female, bro. That's a different switch right there, man. And you know, them athletes gonna have to get that one figured out. Because I mean, we could just say in all the sports, domestic violence is a major issue when it comes to combat sports. Period.
Because of
So,
roids, because of the roids that they take. But I don't think
hey, that's it,
Javante.
maybe, yeah.
I don't think Tank's on roids because his
But
that belly.
also too, you know, CTE, you get hit in the head. So, I mean, I don't know if that was Junior Seau's situation with Roy's, but I mean, the CTE is what they kind of associated his issues with. When he got abusive and stuff like that, is because of the hits. He wasn't himself after a while. So
I think
that's
Earl
what
Spence got CTE because he acting like a whole different person.
he
This dude
might,
acting
bro.
like he been cloned or some shit. Because I
He
mean, the video surfaced of him with Yellow Beezy after Yellow Beezy beat that guy up, and he
mhm.
was just like, "Oh man, fuck that dude." You know what I'm saying? Yellow Beezy was telling him, "Oh no, nah, you got too much on the line," and blah blah blah.
For real?
Yeah, Earl Spence is. I don't know what happened. We know that he grew up in the suburbs, so maybe he got like a taste of this new street life, and he's just like, damn, yeah, I'm so glad this is what I wanted, and maybe I could be a rapper now. I don't know what's going on with Earl Spence, but he definitely needs to switch it up, man. Because again, he could get into some street shit, get shot. You never know.
Hey man, that's life, man. These dudes gonna have to just learn, bro. Because with all of the greats and legends and stuff we've been losing, and we know now like life is short, man. Like you gotta be calculated and just be smart, man. And this fast life that motherfuckers be thinking like, yeah, you get your money, but these motherfuckers just want to like party to the point of death. Like they don't really want to enjoy life. They just want to party to the point of death and be able to say, like, just bury me with all my choker chains and my money, and you know we good. That's all out of the Mac, man.
Here's the
Trav says I'm
okay.
biased with the sneak attack. Yeah, he's talking about.
And here's the thing, like, all right, let's compare this to boxing, which I know sounds a little bit fucked up, but you hear me out. So you got a boxer who's in there in the ring fucking up. You know, he's getting hit too much, or in this case, let's say he's fouling, okay? Are you gonna tell your boxer it's when he gets deducted a point, oh, it's because the ref is racist? No, you're gonna tell him, look, you need to keep your hands up. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like now we're talking about life, okay?
Right.
As important as boxing is to us, I think we could all agree that your the way you handle yourself and you carry yourself in life is more important than how you
Right.
handle yourself in boxing. So
Facts.
why would you excuse the shit instead of telling them, look, you need to do better. All right. I, I'm not. I'm gonna say this. What he did is not completely unforgivable. It's something where
It's image,
Mike
man.
Tyson, for instance. Mike Tyson was accused of rape. Whether you think he did it or not, man paid his debt to society. Hasn't been accused of rape since. And he's actually gone to do positive things in recent years. He had his own podcast and all this shit. Why not tell Tank Davis to do better? He could be the one who he could be doing better, keeping his ass out of jail. Look at how Shakur Stevenson had some shit that he got into, and Andre Ward didn't excuse that shit. He had to sit down with the young man. He
Right.
had to talk with him, and Shakur
Right.
Stevenson has kept his nose clean since.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want Tank Davis apparently to get better. Y'all want him to keep doing stupid shit, keep getting
Mm.
arrested, which is going to keep him out of the gym, which is going to keep him out of
Mm.
opportunities when it comes to his boxing career. Y'all must
Mm.
not give a shit about Tank Davis, just like y'all don't give a shit about Errol Spence or any of the other boxers that y'all think or that y'all claim y'all are fans of.
Bruh. Red they dropping some real gems on y'all, man. Like real shit. Like y'all motherfuckers don't care, man. Like, and you brought up some valuable points with the Andre Ward situation, Corey Stevenson. Like, he got motherfuckers that ain't scared to tell him, like, look, nigga, you fucking up. You need to change some shit, man. You moving a little too wild. You got a career ahead of you. You need to change what you're doing here. Otherwise, it could lead into this. Y'all motherfuckers, like, y'all got a lot of y'all got platforms to where they actually watch this shit. They probably respect you. You can say something that can really they gonna listen to, and it can at least make them think like, fuck, man. Well, I respect this nigga. He actually said this shit. Like, maybe I should, consider this shit.
But they don't
you know
want
what
to
I mean?
say that because if they say that, they might cut ties with them. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're thinking. So they don't want to tell the truth. They rather, give them excuses. That's what they do.
Man, bro. So like Red said, man, y'all don't care about them. Y'all care about them, like the tie, like Abai say, keeping that tie with them instead of actually keeping it real and then taking that risk, because you never know. That person could be like, oh yeah, fuck you, but then they could be like, you know what, they might not leave a comment on your video or some shit, but they might literally think about it and still fuck with you. From a distance maybe, but still say shout you out and everything like that. You never know. But that's something more that I can live with rather than just being fake and just seeing a motherfucker going down the wrong path and I don't say nothing. That's
See,
fucking
that's
crazy, bro.
that's that's why it's good to not be able to be bought, because once
Facts.
you allow yourself to be bought, you become compromised. And guess what? Once you can be bought, you can be sold. And you know
Mm,
what? I ain't no slave. I'm not here to be bought or sold. I'm not in the trade. I'm my own man, and I got my own opinions. That's why I fuck with the UGC, because from day one, you was never about that. Oh, you got to think like me. You know what I'm saying? And if there's a disagreement, you need to be prepared to defend your stance. But that's the way it should be. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? It shouldn't. But the point is, you get to defend your stance. You don't just get blocked. You don't just get hid. And that's what a lot of these dudes is missing in the community. Like they think that's how it's supposed to be. Like if you don't think like us, then we're gonna excommunicate you instead of
mm-hmm.
talking the shit out like men.
Right. And that's why I drop links, man. Like, look, let's talk it out then. Let's see. If you disagree with me, get up here and let's talk about it. You ain't gotta hide behind your videos, whatnot. This is a open platform, man. Many different people been on this platform. Red can, can vouch for that, unbiased, and we've seen a lot of people come and go. But at the same time, you like he said, you ain't gonna get hid. You're not gonna get muted. None of that shit. You can speak your piece. So I'm not here to make you think like me. But as men, we can talk it out, have a discussion. That's what people doing nowadays. Like this is that era. You look around, man, it's podcasts left and right, all over the fucking place. This is the era of us communicate, man. Talk about it. But a lot of times, y'all can't talk with us because you're on some fake shit. And we on some real shit. So the conversation ain't gonna go nowhere, ain't gonna go your way. That's really what it is. So that's why a lot of people don't hit that link. Because it ain't gonna go their way if they on that fake shit. So, like you said,
Fact.
if it's something you disagree with, be prepared to defend your stance because you're gonna get the opportunity. You're
But
gonna
you're
get
also
the
gonna get the
opportunity.
heat. But you're also gonna get the heat. So that's why you gotta. That's why you gotta give big respect to IOTVA because there was a couple of times where he disagreed and he said some shit that made us think, whoa, maybe he's onto something. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. It's not. We're always open to the possibility that we're wrong, or maybe there's an angle that we're not looking at. You know what I'm saying? Um, you're not gonna get that with a lot of other people. All right, you got other people who say shit like block anybody who says that AJ's fight against Ruiz was a masterclass. You stupid shit like that. Over here, it's like, okay, so you think that it's all right for Tank Davis to be hitting women? How about you hit that link and tell us why that is?
Hit the
You know what I'm
motherfucking
saying?
link, bro. If you want to hit something, hit the link. Damn it. Hit the link like the heavy bag, goddamn it. With some ferociousness.
Yeah.
Um, Shout out to Bias for dropping the link to what Trav was asking for. I think the video of something about Errol Spence. Like, I'm not gonna even watch this shit. I guess he's saying the video with Errol Spence saying like, yeah, fuck him or something, like getting on some street shit. I don't even care for it, man. Like, and this is the thing about it. This is why I go so hard with shit like this, because I don't defend dumb shit, man. I know that like this is a dude who was already flipped from a Ferrari, already ejected promotions. And you niggas is still gonna probably defend this dude out here getting into street shit now. So from the club, being intoxicated, being flipped, now you in the streets and you want to do the street shit, but you a professional fighter with 2 straps. But y'all okay with that? Y'all, that's what I'm saying. Y'all okay with a lot of quote unquote black athletes ruining their lives? Then a real motherfucker like me say like, you know what, man, this is some bullshit. This is some fucking immature ass, little boy ass shit. Niggas need to get this shit together. Too many people watching you, man. Need to do better. You niggas get mad, but
And
never
black.
hit the link.
And black. What color was the woman who was yanked up out of her chair?
Wow. Checkmate.
I mean,
Checkmate, dog. The
like
imagery.
you you only care about the black man apparently. You don't care about the black woman who bears children, who bears black children. You see what I'm saying? And to me it's not even about race, but other people want to make it about race. I can play that race game. And just look at what those questions I just asked. What color was she? So I guess
Mm-hmm.
her black ass doesn't matter, right? No,
Damn.
her
That's what I'm
she
saying.
matters too.
They were so quick to defend Tank over the black woman who was defenseless. What's she gonna do with Tank? How's she gonna defend herself from that? Like, regardless of the situation, something said should not get you to the extreme to where a man should have to put his hands on a female. At worst, you need to fucking leave. You know,
Exactly. Leave her ass there.
in situations where I've gotten upset, I leave, nigga. Get in your nice sports car, drive somewhere. Try not to go too fast. Go somewhere where you can clear your head. Don't go and just do some dumb shit and get too intoxicated and do some dumb shit. But like, it's better ways to deal with emotion. But I guess everybody else around him is just like, just do you, Tank. You doing fine, man. You okay. Can we get out? You get my check coming? Okay, yeah, you doing good, Tank. You know, you pay us real good. You was a superstar. See, when a motherfucker's being told constantly, you a superstar. You a superstar. Nigga, you also human. And you got flaws. You make mistakes. And too many mistakes can make you lose everything.
Exactly. So my question to somebody who wants to defend this shit is why does nobody care about her? Now, if your answer is, well, because Tank is a celebrity, well, then you're a fucking hypocrite because you're complaining about how the white athletes are not getting the same treatment because you see them as being held more prestigious, but you're holding him more prestigious than her. No, the fact of the matter is we're talking about human beings, all right? We all bleed red. We all got feelings. We all want to be respected. All right. And I don't care if she told him that she was gonna fuck his best friend. That does
Right.
not that does not it's not acceptable for him to put his hands on her.
He can't
He'd be like,
control
all
that.
right.
He
Be
can't
like, all
control
right,
that.
then you wanna fuck him, then go fuck him. Guess what? I'm out of here. Fuck you.
Right.
Now walk your ass home. Or walk your ass somewhere else because you ain't coming to my house. See what I'm saying? There's
Mm-hmm.
different ways to achieve the same shit without doing dumb shit yourself.
Yep. Yep. And like it's just crazy, man, because this is normal shit for us, Rick. This is common sense talk. Like they it's just people don't have that type of common sense, man. Like they don't have that type of logic. Like it's just ridiculous, man. It's amazing to me. But what's happening, Toby, in the chat? Let me get caught up a little bit on these chats. These comments. I mean, Brian Romero says, "Who the hell is defending Stank Davis?" I mean, hey, man. Apparently, it's a lot of people out here throwing other people in saying that. Well, what about this person and that person, and not looking at the fact that it was a woman, you know, defenseless woman who got embarrassed and snatched up in front of a lot of people. That's the biggest problem. It's not about race. It's about the actual, you know, aggression he showed towards a female. And he's a professional fighter. That's a no-go. It's bad imagery. This is stupid for us to even talking about like, what's wrong with you dumb niggas out here? I really don't understand it. You know, fuck what somebody else did right now. Like, what you talking about? Niggas love the attention until it's some shit that they embarrassed about. You know, like, oh yeah, talk about me. I want to get clout off this guy. Oh, I want to get clout over here now. I want to get clout over here now. Oh shit, I grabbed up a chick. Oh, why y'all want to talk about me? Matter of fact, deactivate promotions. Got to get off my social media. Oh, now you got to get off. Now you don't want the clout. Now you don't want the attention. Why? Because people see you grabbing up a chick and you don't want people to know you was grabbing up chicks regularly. That's what you do. That's why you deactivate, nigga. You showing us. You showing us. What other time did you deactivate? Okay. So this is your first time deactivating out of all of the shit that you didn't seen in this media but pertaining to you. That lets me know right there. Like, okay, that was the one. That was the one. So the Ike Turner videos and shit, that's gonna get you. They out of here. You done. You let everybody know. What's up, Cornelius?
Hey,
Oh shit.
you know what this reminds me of? When I was a kid, all right, and some of y'all who have siblings might be able to relate to this. When I was a kid and when I would do dumb shit, my dad would get on to me, and my brother was doing dumb shit too. I would be like, yeah, but he did, whatever it was. You know, and that's why I'm glad that I had parents who gave a shit. Because my dad was just like, I don't that doesn't mean that what you did was makes you any more right. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how we got to look at this. Okay, other people do fucked up shit too. All right, and how the media handles that does not change whether or not Tank Davis is right or wrong in this situation. It just doesn't.
Golly. They want to be,
Like,
hey, Red. It's like they want to be mad at everybody but Tank. They want to be mad at the
exactly.
media. They want to be mad at maybe the baby mother. What the fuck did she say to Tank to get him mad? And it's just like, are y'all serious?
Black.
Yo to
I
be mad
saw
at, oh, this nigga, he didn't do a video on this nigga, so why is he talking about Tank? You ain't mad at
Black.
Tank though for what he just did to that black chick. What's up, Iron
Black.
Con?
I literally saw somebody comment this. They said, I don't like the way that she was getting all buddy buddy with the dude sitting next to her. She was getting a little too buddy buddy with him for my liking. Like,
Oh,
first off, for
shit.
your liking, first off, that's not your girl. So you should like so it has nothing to do with you.
But you got to remember, Red,
second,
a lot of them think that they siblings with Javante Davis. So they like, I don't like how you doing my cousin like that. That's my cuz, man. Like, come on, man. How you gonna do my nephew like that?
And that's the thing. If it was my cousin or my nephew who acted like that with his girl, I wouldn't defend the shit. Much less somebody who's not related to me just because he's the same race as me. Like, I don't give a shit about that race shit. Like people,
Right, bro.
y'all heard me criticize. Y'all heard me say I don't like Canelo and I don't like Danny Garcia.
Facts.
And they're both. I'm both those races. Okay. Because to me, it's not about that shit. Okay. Now there are boxers who are my race that I do like. Okay, but there's boxers who are not my race that I do like, because to me it's not about that shit. To me, I'm not a fan who's skin deep. Okay, my fandom goes way deeper than the color of the skin. It has a lot to do with the character, how they move in and outside of the ring. All these things play a factor into whether or not I'm a fan of yours. And there's some boxers that I was a fan of before and I'm not a fan of now because they did some shit that I don't like.
Yeah, facts. Just like somebody who also is my race. I was a fan of Keith Thurman. I stopped being a fan of him, and if I was super pro race, I would have been stayed the whole time supporting Keith Thurman, even through the PD shit and all of that, saying that he can do whatever he want. And like, nah, even with this ducking shit, not acknowledging WBO. If I was really about all that, like deflecting, minus everything else because he's a black person. Like, nah, that's just stupid, man. Like, I can't support dumb shit just because a motherfucker meet that color code for me. What you thought? What's your thoughts on Iron Cone?
I guess y'all talking about the whole Tank debacle.
Well, a lot of people are trying to deflect from the mistake, the actual mistake itself, and they want to direct their attention and anger towards people who didn't put enough media coverage up for, like a Kovalev or whatever these other people, that McGregor and whoever else, and they want to make it like
I
Pride
would say
River
first off,
for Tank because people are making a bigger deal about his shit than theirs, but it's still the same domestic. Still. What's your
right.
thoughts?
I'll say first off, you use the word mistake. That was the mistake. Tank walked across a stadium in front of a crowd of people and yoked up his baby mama, not his girlfriend, his baby mama, his ex, by the way, who's trying to put him on child support now. That's not Tank's girlfriend no more. Yet he's in front of people acting an ass, right? That wasn't a mistake. That was premeditated. It was dumb shit. But whatever. What I'm disappointed is, as you said, people here trying to really deflect from the situation rather than just saying, Tank, you fucked up. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? But then this is, I think what Red Glove was talking about. These guys really don't care about these fighters in any way, really. You have a situation where one of the Charlos gets robbed out of $100 or something $1,000 of cash and jewelry in a bag by some chick in a club. Errol Spence flipping a car. And in all these things, these people made excuses for these people. Oh, they're young, they're inexperienced, and all this bullshit. And it's like, simply tell these people, you're 20-something years old. You're close to 30 for some of them. You are a grown man. There are people in your position who are leading countries. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't buy this whole thing about, oh, what about and what about this and what about that? What about nothing? Just say the man wrong and move on. You know what I'm saying? The man wrong, he choked up a woman in front of God knows how much people, now millions of people, because I down here on this little island and nobody knew who Tank was before this. And now they know. right?
Damn.
Now they know I'm in St. Kitts. I have never heard anybody talk about Javante Davis. Anybody. And now people are asking me because they know I'm into combat sports. Greg, who's this Javante Davis person? So I guess it's a TMT way, right? Any publicity is good publicity, except now because now you have to delete all your social media accounts. Real coward shit. You know what I'm saying?
Deactivate promotions. Yeah.
Right. So now, I listen to a certain individual who most times makes good points, but they made a point to say how Tank is somebody who is always under extra scrutiny because he's Team Mayweather and all this bullshit, and how Team Mayweather gets all this unfair treatment, unfair attention, all negative attention. And I'm like, because that's what they attract. Tank
Right.
Davis has been a professional social media troll for a long time.
Right.
They
Right.
went with the whole idea that you can be a villain because that's what Floyd played on. He
Right.
played he
The
played on the villain
blueprint.
role, right?
Yep.
So now here's the real villain role now. And what do? Delete the whole social media. Ridiculous. Take your
Right.
shit. This is what you wanted.
Oh boy.
Take it like a man and deal with it. But no, he runs away. Javante Davis is a clown, man. All these dudes, in this whole
Embarrassing,
PBC
bro.
generation, these guys are idiots, man. Trust me.
Anybody who defends these motherfuckers, you're humiliating yourself. You are. Like these people are. Tank is humiliating himself, and if you're defending him, you're humiliating himself. If you're trying to find a way to give him some justice or whatever, you're gonna humiliate yourself. This is not the one. I know that they call it, that's his nickname, the one, but I don't see it. I'll tell you just like the Oracle told her. Nah, you got the gift, kid, but seems
You
like you're
ain't it.
waiting for something.
You ain't it.
You ain't it?
There's something off about Tank, bro. This man has serious like
The one, all
mental
right.
issues. To say.
Man, I'll tell you like this, man. If y'all feel like that's the one, boy, America's in trouble.
No, but I'm telling you, they don't really care about. I mean, look at it. These guys. I saw someone when the whole Ludabella interview come up, and you see these people on YouTube, and they're like, one guy was like, I think he was on a Euro page or on these live, and he was like, well, Ludabella was disloyal to the platform. These guys
That was
care about the.
I saw that on D platform. Yeah, that was
These
getting smoked.
guys. These guys are more fans of a platform than the actual fighter. They don't care about Deontay Wilder. They don't care about Tank. They don't care about these people. They don't care about them professionally, and they sure don't care about them personally. Because you had people saying, defending the fact that Errol Spence is driving drunk. People defending that. You have people here playing the whatabout game with Tank attacking a woman in public.
Bruh.
Not even
Bruh.
in
It
public.
just show you how far we've gotten to this point, man. Like freaking PBC has goddamn dummied down the minds so massively to where this been programmed to just accept the fuckery, man. Accept the dumb shit, defend the bullshit.
They
Accept
don't
the
care
dumb
about
shit,
these people.
defend the bullshit. Accept the dumb shit, defend the bullshit. Like they program.
Facts. Facts. Hey, people really out here saying, "Oh, just it's PBC or whatever, whatever," and these guys are out here. It's like they don't like Terrence Crawford. They don't like Anthony Joshua. Two black men who don't get in no bullshit and who simply try and do the best they can do in their professional lives.
Bruh.
And they don't like them. They don't fuck with them. Oh, they gay, they all that, they this and they that. You hear backing up. Motherfuckers flipping cars, getting robbed out of jewelry, and assaulting women.
Mm,
Listen, man.
truth hurts. That's what it is, man. Hey, truth, man. That's just all facts. And that's why it just people expose themselves, man.
They
By that.
expose
Like
themselves.
they expose themselves. I was just sitting there looking like, why would you be defending this shit? this is about the action, not the skin tone and all this dumb shit. Like the
Yeah,
stuff that you keep defending lets me know what you okay with, what type
but
of
even
character.
but even some of the people who even are saying, well, Tank is wrong, they'll say Tank is wrong, but ain't no Tank is
Hmm.
wrong, but nothing. Don't
But
pull
what
no
about
conspiracy. But what about?
right,
Don't pull no conspiracy theories and ask me nothing else. Just say this man is fucked up. He gotta get his shit together, and that's it.
right,
Tank
exactly.
invites this kind of attention. Now the attention is here. It's here now.
And this is not the first time he had an altercation with a female. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
So I think we seeing a pattern here, and now it's just exploded in everybody's face. Like, okay, he's been doing it probably so much off camera, behind the scenes, in private. Now
Yeah.
it's been exploded publicly because maybe he do it so regularly. Like he feel like somebody said the little man syndrome. He just feel like he could just whatever, slap up a chick, grab a chick up. You know,
But
I'm
even in his
Javante
reply,
Jawan Davis.
he's like, "Yeah, I did get rough, and I grabbed her up and I said, 'Come on,' but that's the mother of my child. I would never hit her." As if like this dude thinks what he did was like, all right.
But let
So
me ask you this: did he apologize in that first response to the situation?
no, he just
That's the
he
whole.
just was like, "Why y'all mad? I didn't hit her. I just grabbed her up. Like you don't see nothing wrong with what you did,
He
bro.
don't see nothing wrong with it, man.
Where the fuck you grow up?
Who raised your
Who
ass?
raised you? Like,
That's exactly what I asked. Who raised this man? And who raised these other men who want to defend the shit?
Exactly. Yep. But PB, they
man,
raised. It seemed like they raised by the PBC. You know, instead of
something's
watching
wrong,
Power
bro.
Rangers. See, we grew up watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, and Dragon Ball, and these motherfuckers grew up watching PBC. So that's what
Some,
they
something's wrong.
raised by.
Did I hear y'all talking about some shit about Errol Spence? What does Errol Spence do now? What happened?
I mean, I don't know. It seems like he's really getting deep into the street stuff, man. Getting into some situations
Oh,
where enemies, like he got to be careful. Like,
oh, come on, man.
matter of fact, somebody said earlier in the chat. I didn't get to click the comment. I don't think I clicked it, but I did see it from I think a Goodfellas Sports TV. I saw a video yesterday. It came on my suggestion feed, and he said something about some tip that he got that he possibly was getting chased when he flipped out of his car. He's
Oh
saying
my
that
God.
instead of him being drunk, he was possibly running, trying to get out of there because
Oh
some people was
man.
chasing him, and that's why they say they found a gun or something like that.
Yeah, they found a gun. Yeah.
So I don't know if it's true or not, but based on what we seeing now, like we seeing a lot more street activity. And I'm biased. Before he came off, he had to go back to work. But before he got off, he was saying that you can hear some audio or you can see in the video, Errol Spence like, yeah, fuck him, like actually trying to get involved with the shit. So I don't know. He really, I guess he really think he's a he's a gangster or something. Like he wants to do the street stuff or something now.
So
So
he think he Tony Montana now.
I guess so,
Okay.
man. So he wants to get that experience. I guess I don't know, bro. Shameful, man. But once again, of course, we got people that's defending that and saying that he can hang out in the streets, he can get that experience.
Okay.
He got enough money to just be okay and not nobody uh have no street beef and nobody want to do nothing to him. But I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Whatever, man.
Okay. Okay. I just when the person said that shit about the brother was disloyal to the platform, that's when I knew there's a sickness in this fucking cult, this PVC cult. There's a sickness here.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like it's PVC or nothing, and once you're in for life. If you leave and you gotta die, there's some
It is
shit.
Mhm.
it really is like a cult because
It is.
one of the things that a lot of cults do is you have to get embarrassed.
Mm.
Okay, now not saying that other boxers don't get embarrassed, but guess what? A lot of their shit happens behind closed doors, and you just hear about it. Okay,
Right.
there's video footage of the Ferrari flip. There's video footage of Tank Davis choking this girl, and there's
Mm.
video footage of whatever happened between Yellow Beezy and Spence. Because I haven't watched it myself, because I'm not interested in that bullshit. But the matter of the fact is, all this shit is being caught on tape, and it's only PBC fighter. There's a lot of footage of Adrian Broner doing stupid shit too. You know, hitting that guy in that club. There was another video where he hit somebody out in public. Did they catch that on tape where Tank Davis smacked the phone out of the fan's hand, or is that just?
That's on. No, I saw the video.
See, all this shit is being caught on video, but you're not. But like I know Bud, he had one thing that happened where you know, I guess he took his car to the shop. This was years ago.
Oh, he drove it off the shit. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but there's no footage to my knowledge, and
nah, I don't think so.
And see, like nobody's saying that these guys are perfect. They're not gonna, you know,
Right.
you know, I myself have a little bit of a temper, but the thing is, no matter how bad your temper is, as a
We can
man,
tell when you be
you
debating Jamal. I'll be like, man, this nigga right here.
yeah, but my thing is this, like, cause me and my girl, we'll get into heated arguments, right? And when we first got together, one time she told me, she's like, I thought you was gonna hit me, and I said, I would never hit you because there's no need for me to hit you. Anything that anything that I need to accomplish, I'm gonna do with my words and I'm gonna do with my brain because I'm smart enough and articulate enough where I don't have to use my hands on a woman. And see, that's what a lot of these men are missing. Like, um, Two Hands actually said it the best. He was like, as a man, you know, we're supposed to be able to hash things out with logic. Women are the ones who do everything on emotion. And here you got this guy acting like a female because he cannot, he can't keep the way he feels in check.
Right. Right. But then again, you know, like my good partner, you know, nah, fuck it, I say his name, Bruce Wayne. He's like, oh, he's TMT and he's drawing attention. I'm like, Bruce Wayne, don't do that, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, it's like, yeah, he wrong, but TMT and attention because of TMT. I'm like, Bruce Wayne, don't.
Wait. Say it again.
Now Bruce Wayne was like, yeah, Tank is wrong. He's not defending it, but you know, TMT guys get more negative attention than any other fighters because of their affiliation.
Well, what's the point though? I
I'm
don't
like,
understand the point of even
like,
bringing that up.
watch the video. You know, he's like, oh, like Battle Jack. Battle Jack can't get a fair shake with the judges or whatever. It's something I just was like, nah, I don't buy it, and that was it. I
I
just kept it
mean,
pushing.
even with that, to even make that point, like, yeah, you can make some points with the Badu Jack with how unfair they're being treated in boxing, you know, as far as Badu Jack. But this has nothing to do with boxing at all.
Yeah, well,
Like, people got to stop being dumb with this shit. This has nothing to do with boxing. This is about a motherfucker who don't know how to control his damn self and putting his hands on a female. That's it.
Right. Well, I didn't finish watching it. After once you start with that premise that somehow this person is being judged unfairly or being over scrutinized, I'm like, could you imagine if boxers in America actually were covered like real athletes, like basketball players? But listen, basketball players get overly scrutinized. Everything they do is in the public. Could you imagine if boxers were covered like that by ESPN? Could you imagine? These guys couldn't live. They couldn't live because they wouldn't be able to deal with the scrutiny. But boxing in America does not get the same quote unquote mainstream media attention like other sports. Am I wrong? I'm you know.
No,
I agree. I'm not gonna say the name because there's a certain athlete that was put in a hot seat for some accusations of his, and he was done so in front of everybody and his wife. You know, and I just don't want to say the name because they passed away recently, and you know it. They imagine if they were to do the same thing to Tank Davis, put
Right.
him in a seat have his baby mama on the other side and make him explain himself to her in front of everybody.
Mm.
How do you think he would be able to handle that?
No.
He probably would tell everybody to fuck off. He would never show up.
Right, bro. It's real shit. Straight real shit, man. You know, it's and over here, like I said, it is common sense stuff that we talking about, man. But it's a lot of deflection going on, man. I didn't realize there's this many people trying to add this many deflections for this dude Tank. Somebody who was really I could see if he was really doing some major shit for the sport of boxing. I could see that. But the motherfucker ain't doing shit.
Right.
They're not doing shit, man. And you know, then we could, you know, if it was yeah, this is Tank, man. And this motherfucker out here putting his hands on a female. And motherfuckers act like they got a issue with somebody flaming him. This is a TMT fighter. Yes, he does fight for Floyd Mayweather. Do you know how much attention Floyd gets? So if you fight for Floyd, you're gonna get the most ridicule, the most attention, the most headlines. This is common sense shit.
Right.
This is the life that he
love the fame until you get the worst, the bad headline.
Yeah. See, this is what Tank asked for. Nobody held a gun to his head and told him sign with TMT. No, he signed with TMT on his own, and he should have known what he was getting himself into as far as how many eyes were gonna be on him. Okay, and just like the eyes are on you when you do good, the eyes are on you when you fuck up.
But then you see, again, you know, these guys are profiting or trading off of the villain role that Floyd used to do. So maybe they've been telling him, yeah, you know, call out all these fighters on social media and tell them they ain't shit. And then, you know, all this clout chasing. Be the villain, you know.
I tell you like this, Icon. If somebody told him, like Floyd, like, hey man, go over there and do that. Snatch up your baby mother, man, so we can get a headline. You know, we got to get some attention to TMT. If that's what the fuck he got to do, man, that's some twisted ass shit. Like, is this what you been? Was that some real shit, or you being ordered to do some shit just for clout, some attention? Like,
man, I don't know.
I don't know how far TMT would go, but either way,
yeah,
I don't fuck with the shit.
Yeah, I know a lot of us criticize like Tyson Fury for doing the WWE shit and stuff like that, but do that instead. You know, if that's what you got to do. Do that. Don't be snatching up your baby mama in front of everybody, because I mean, let's be real. A lot of those people probably didn't know who Tank Davis was when it was happening. They was like, oh shit, there's some domestic violence going on here at the basketball game. And then come to find out later, this guy's a boxer. Because here in the States, it's still not a, you know, let's be real. Like, I don't know about y'all, but well, I know Iron Kong's not in the States, but I don't know about you, Black. But for me, the only person I can really talk boxing with in my day-to-day life is my dad, and I don't see him every day.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then the UGC.
I'm telling you, like I told Black earlier, bro. You know, down here on the island, boxing is popular according to who it is. Like you, Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis and these people. Nobody here knew who Tank Davis was. Nobody. Until this. People are asking me who is this Javante Davis guy. I'm like, hey, what you know about Javante Davis? What's happening? And then this, I was like, oh, okay.
And look, he deactivated. He would have got way more followers, but he deactivated like a dummy.
Yeah, but you see, the Twitter culture is something that, you know, people would be flaming him. He couldn't deal with that shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten to Twitter culture yet. Like
Twitter is not a great place. It's probably the worst social media platform. It's a toxic fucking place.
Damn.
It's a toxic place. Twitter is terrible, bro. I mean, people. I mean, you know, this is where people start all these movements of, you know, destroying people's character and whatnot on Twitter. You know, so he did the right thing. He just moved on because Tank does not have the mentality to deal with that. Doesn't.
Yeah.
You know,
he ain't gonna be able to deal with that heat. That flame.
But I'm telling you, man, these guys don't care about these people's personal lives, and they don't care about their professional life. They just care about the platform. And if these fellas don't realize the platform is gonna be here long after you're gone, it's gonna be here.
Yeah.
Okay? They're not
Hey,
achieving professionally. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna respond to this comment. Joe says, he said, "Would you step in if that happened in front of you?" Most definitely. And you know, think about it. Whoever that person was next to her, they probably had a conversation. I don't know if they was actually there together, whatever the case. But I seen the dude kind of low key get up and like smoothly walk away from the situation. I'm like, was you the date or something like that, and you just let her get snatched up? Like, hell nah, I'm not letting that shit ride, bro. And it's just the two bodyguards, like that shit is just terrible, bro. It's just bad imagery all the way around the board. Like you motherfuckers is probably used to seeing Tank snatch a female, so that's why y'all okay with letting him do his thing, let him
Hmm.
snatch her up. It was just like he probably told him, like, look, follow me. I'm about to go snatch up my baby mother. Just make sure nobody else touch me. I'm about
Yeah,
to touch
probably,
her. Just make sure nobody touch me.
probably sounds about right.
I mean, that shit was all in sequence, nigga. He got up, they followed, snatch, 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 wig, pull, whatever,
Yeah,
out the
smash
door.
and grab. She was out there. I mean,
You know.
you know, what do you do? I mean,
But what happened to free will? Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody being able to go to a public setting without getting grabbed up for no, you know what I'm saying?
but
Because
that ain't
somebody
even
don't
his
want them there.
girl no more. That's
Or
that's
whatever it
that's
is. You know what I mean?
that's his baby mama. That's his ex. Realize they don't say his girlfriend or his wife. They say baby's mother. That is his. That is. They're not in a relationship.
Man.
Oh man, get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? But what can you do? You have people like, oh, he's young, he's young. Errol Spence flipped a Ferrari. He's young, he's young. All right,
He's young, huh?
he's
Like
young.
Right.
how old do these men have to be before we expect them to act like men?
I don't
Like
know,
Right.
bro.
What's the age
Errol
limit so
Spence,
we know, y'all? So the UGC can
Er-
get the script.
Errol Spence is gonna be 30 years old this year.
He's young though.
He's still young. Like
Right.
he's young in the
He just
context of
graduated,
he's
y'all. Chill out.
like they're
He
acting like this
30.
guy just got out of college. I mean, I know the guy don't know his math too well, but that don't change that he's gonna be 30 this year. And Tank is 25. Like I knew not to be putting my hands on the opposite sex since I was in
Nigga.
elementary school.
Yeah, nigga, that's early.
Like
Early,
that's
early.
something. And I understand not everybody grew up the same, and I'm not saying that excuses it. What I'm saying is, some people don't have those figures in their life to teach them right from wrong. But here's the thing: you always get to an age where you can figure the shit out on your own. Okay, and I think 25, in my opinion, is past that age. You
Right.
should know. You should know better. First
Mm.
off, you should always be willing to learn from other people's mistakes. Okay,
Facts.
his promoter is Floyd Mayweather Jr. Did Floyd Mayweather Jr. not get arrested for domestic violence? Did he not have to do
Many
like
times.
3 months or some shit like that?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
right
Learn
after the
from your promoter. The example's right there. But
damn.
he rather go and fuck up it on his own and might fuck up his whole career, because especially with the way that today's society is, where people are hypersensitive. You got people talking about, oh, you should there's people talking about you should trust women just because they're women. You got all these feminists that they see this shit, they're gonna come for your ass. And I don't
Right.
agree with and I don't agree with them people neither. But the fact of the matter is that's the climate that we live in.
Yes,
So
sir.
one wrong move and he could fuck up his whole career.
Man.
You know, it's
Hey.
a it's an interesting contrast because when Tevin Farmer lost, right? Of course, the typical PBC duck thing is start trashing the guy that you duck and try
Right.
to claim the victory for yourself. And he says, "Don't ever disrespect me again." Now, Tevin Farmer, a lot of people would say, "Oh, it's because he's with this new girl." Tevin Farmer seemingly is in a committed relationship with a chick who's down for him,
Uh-huh.
and it's just interesting to see how he trashes a dude that don't get in no bullshit, is with a woman, and seems committed or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And then right after that, he goes to assault his baby mama. It's just
Man,
interesting to me.
karma, bro.
It's just interesting.
Yep.
You can't keep your shit in check. Let me walk across this basketball court
Stupid
and
ass.
try to get a W. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get the
Right.
fuck out of here, man. Whatever, man. I don't want. I don't want to hear nothing from these people about. But what about? But what about? Tell the man he's wrong, and hope he gets better or whatever.
Right.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all not
And
helping these people.
no, no. And like I said, I was raised, of course, by my parents, but I was raised by coaches too. So that
Right.
helped me, man. Like I knew discipline, and I knew respect. It was just certain things that was instilled in me that maybe he wasn't. That's the kind of stuff wasn't instilled in him, and he don't have the right people around him that's just have the courage enough to just tell him the truth, man. Like,
Tell them no.
yeah,
They'll tell them no. They don't. They don't. They don't see it like that. I don't understand. And another one I'm seeing is that where Tank comes from. It's a rough place, and maybe it's the shit that he might have grew up seeing. I'm like, let me tell you something. Poverty is not an excuse for this type of behavior. Like, I don't buy into this whole behavior, this whole talk about, you know, because you grow up in a rough place means you're prone to certain actions. No, that's you. Not everybody who grew up in a rough place does shit like this. I'm sorry, no.
mm. Hey, I want to make this comment. Summer Shaw says if niggas were there and no Tank as a known boxer wouldn't have said shit, they would have been shook, just like them niggas on the pull up. I mean, some shook niggas would have been shook. But at the same time, man, like, matter of fact, women don't even go to a Mayweather event then. If you can't be safe, if a nigga can just snatch you up, right? I guess it ain't no security, ain't no police there or nothing like that. Just because he a professional boxer and he with Floyd and it's Floyd's event, all his fighters, they just free reign. You can do whatever. If you there, you at the Floyd Mayweather event, the fighters can snatch you up,
Yeah.
escort you out if they don't like what's going on. The bodyguards are just gonna back them up. You a visitor. You know what I'm saying? This ain't bring that doghouse mentality, I guess. So
But let me
anything
ask you something,
goes.
Black. Let me ask you something, Black. We've now seen a certain pack of PBC guys get into bullshit. Is it a coincidence that Al Heyman and these people seem to, even though these people are talented, they all seem to have certain character flaws, right?
Mhm.
Do you think these guys are picking these guys who have emotional problems on purpose? Because I mean, all of them seem to have these issues.
Yeah, AB, Tank,
All of them.
Spence. Uh, yeah, a lot of them, bro.
Are they
But you know what?
emotionally available or what?
I mean, people who are down emotionally are easier to control, very easy to control, and uh, you know, Errol Spence situation is different because I don't think he come from a certain environment like the majority of them, you know. But
Right.
it's just what I see. This guy Al Hammond, from what I know, he came from the music industry. And I
Yeah.
see a lot of that aura in the PBC. That music industry aura of like it's just kind of satanic, it's mysterious. It's some behind the scenes shit going on, but you don't really know unless you're there. It has that aura to me. And they act
Right.
like it. Like they always get arrested like rappers. They always want to be with the rappers and be, what I mean, with the street motherfuckers and shit, just to get that world star shine or whatever. Like
Right.
they got that same aura. So Al kind of, it seemed like he brought that aura to the boxing shit. And whatever blueprint and method he used in music is probably influencing what's going on that PBC side. Because they do act like it's just some niggas that just signed with Young Money or, some record label. And nah, we on this side. We don't do records with y'all over there. You know what I'm saying? We Atlanta Records. We don't do nothing over there with them sides. You know what I'm saying? We got our own beats. But like, damn, this would be a good beat right here. If you collaborate with this person, don't matter if they on the other side of the street, y'all can come together, two companies work together, figure it out, man. Get the people what they want. Nah, you know what I'm saying? We doing this over here. We eating on this side. We good. That's how these motherfuckers is, man.
A goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame.
I
I
don't
don't know what to say. You see, another thing is, as I said, these dudes want to be marketed as big time stars. However, big time stars have certain appeal across the board, right? Where these people, your manager or your promoter can put you on talk shows to go and talk, and can put you to do kids shit with kids and whatnot. Which one of these PBC stars are you gonna put up to do shit like that? To do like just kiddie stuff, or maybe in a talk show or whatever.
like a
Which one?
Sesame Street, like a special guest on Sesame Street or some shit.
Hey, that's facts. Like if you want to be excited, you need to be able to do a lot of shit like that.
Yeah, you got to be able to do different. Yeah, go to different platforms and be versatile. Show your versatility in different situations. Yeah. But you
Yeah,
saying who over there can do
which
that?
one can do that? Yeah, which one? Who?
Ooh,
None of them. Who?
damn, dude. I
Who
don't
has
know.
that kind of
I don't.
appeal? Who has
I
that
don't
kind of
know.
appeal where you can put him up on a kiddie show, give him, who?
AB might be able to pull it off. I don't know. He just cause he's just a funny dude and he can snap it to different characters, I think. But I don't think
Maybe,
he would do it though. He would want to do it.
maybe because these dudes are culturing this sort of persona that you don't want. I think one of you made a comment about Shakur Stevenson, right?
Mm,
After that street fight video, you ain't really
nothing.
heard Shakur no bullshit after that.
Silent. Nothing after that. And I respect that because I've been, that's the thing about it. Like the less I hear about you, the
I bet.
more I'm gonna probably be a fan of you because we know media targets the negative shit, the drama.
Right,
So a lot of y'all are drama driven. Y'all fans of
right,
the drama. So Tank gives you the most drama, so you're a fan of him.
right.
You know, I'm not in this for the drama. You know, I want my people, everybody to do better. If you're professional, like you should be on the biggest stage where everybody can see you and you doing the dumbest shit. You doing shit Lil Pookie and Tyrone do in the projects. Like, chill, Tank. Come on, Tank. Get it together. Like, we need
Yeah,
motherfuckers in the projects to look at you and say, like, you know what?
yeah,
I'm gonna start doing what he do. Not, damn, we doing the same shit.
yeah,
But he actually getting money doing this shit. So like, why do I gotta change anything? I just gotta talk to Al Hammond and see if he'll fuck with me or something. Like
yeah.
crazy,
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. Like, these dudes are not gonna have the appeal that you want. They're not gonna have it, and it's too late because they're already too old. They're not
Yeah.
learning. They're not changing. They're too old now. They're 30 something years old, mid 20s.
Now,
You
hey,
know,
let me ask you this real quick, Iron Cone. Do you think that somebody could be like 25 or 30, but because they get hit in the head for a living,
yeah.
mentally they might be older?
Hey man, I've heard people make comments about Tank's speech patterns that people are concerned because he talks really slow. I didn't know him when he was younger, so I don't know if
Yeah,
he
yeah.
spoke the same all the time. But a lot of people have made comments about Tank. Tank already seems somewhat punch drunk. I don't know if that's true,
I've
but
heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
I don't know if so.
I don't think he sound to me. He doesn't sound punch drunk. He just sounds not very articulate, or
Okay,
Right,
like,
right.
he kind of has to think about what words he wants to use.
okay,
That to me, that's what it looks like. And I understand not everybody, had the privilege of going to like a good school, getting a good education and all
Right.
that. So I don't want to. So I wouldn't hold that against him,
sure,
but you still gotta, to me, this is all about how he's conducting himself in a his morality, I guess, is the best way I could put it.
Yeah.
And he's doing things that are very questionable, which is why it's very important for us to say, look, what you're doing, it's not the way to do things. You can do things way better. And that's the thing. It's about improving these men's lives.
Sure, sure.
Sometimes you need that outside perspective. But when you got a bunch of yes men saying it's because of racism, it's because of everything else except for you did some fucked up shit, then that's gonna send the wrong message.
Yep. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Red, on this live stream, bro. Hey, we
Hey,
needed that
yo,
heat for this one. What's up, Viacom?
what do you think about Polly Malignaggi saying Wilder banned him from the fight, the press conferences, everything?
You know what? I didn't watch any videos, but I did see a headline. I
Oh
wasn't too
man,
much. I wasn't too much
I try
interested.
to
Oh, somebody breaking up.
that's
Was it
red, bro.
Red? Um, you kind of breaking up, Red Glove.
A little bit, and I'm sure most people have a relative that deal with domestic violence.
Red, you got some background audio. You got some little interference promotions coming, but
I don't know what happened.
Go ahead,
all
man.
right, you
Sorry.
good now.
Oh yeah, all I was saying was, I got a cousin who her divorce happened after her husband, choked her. And here's the thing, I'm gonna be honest, my cousin, she wasn't completely, an angel in the whole situation leading up to their divorce, but what she did wasn't it was still wrong for him to put his hands on her, so this whole thing kind of comes close, hits close to home for me on this whole subject. But the thing is, if she says something about coming after him for child support and that's why he did it, well, if you're not with her and she has the kids, those are still your children. They still need to be taken care of and they still need to be supported. Like, is that really such a bad thing for her to expect you to contribute financially? I mean, it's not like he's working at McDonald's. He's like, we talk about these guys not making that much money, but
yeah. Instead of 9 choker
that's
chains, you might have to get 5 each paycheck. Like that.
exactly.
Save a few choker chains for your kids, nigga.
But yeah, it's the whole situation is really messed up. But yeah, I think when it comes to things like this, I kind of give some insight that that like me, I'm just about people getting treated with respect in general. I don't fuck with my own blood brother because he doesn't like to respect nobody. No, I'm serious. Like, he don't
I
like to
got one
respect
as well.
nobody.
I got one as well. So that's just, it ain't even about family or race and none of that shit. You get to a certain point, man, you almost gotta like create tribes, like find your right tribe of people to connect with, because not everybody may be on your wavelength. Nigga. It don't matter the color or the shape, size, and all that dumb shit, man. Like, some people is just on, just don't connect. But we see a lot of y'all connected with the dumb shit, man. So we just looking at y'all with the binoculars.
Yeah. and then hope, and the reason why we talk about it is it's in hopes that maybe some of y'all, say, what he just said made sense. I got a different perspective from Iron Kong. Iron Kong got a different perspective from Black, and we all got different perspectives from unbiased, and the we all feel the same way about the situation, but we articulate things differently. So something that you say, Black, might hit with somebody that I couldn't, get through to. You know what I'm saying? And because at the end of the day, if these guys are defending the shit, there's a good possibility it's because they do the shit themselves.
Yeah. Facts. What's up, DT?
What's up with Black? Top of the morning, man. Shout out to the panel. What's going on?
Man, talking this talk, man. What's your thoughts on topics today, man?
Yeah, man. I'm kind of on my Keith Thurman hype. You know what I mean? I've been on that shit ever since I saw that X&M radio video. Interview when he was talking about how he could fight Danny Garcia and fight Errol Spence. Danny Garcia again after he already whooped him, and he said he was gonna fight Errol Spence. Knowing good and well he ain't gonna fight Errol Spence. And then he even had the audacity to say he'll fight Mikey Garcia like he was an option. And I was like, bro, like, how is Mikey Garcia an option when y'all sitting up there saying that Terrence Crawford ain't done shit at welterweight and he won a belt? And Mikey Garcia has yet to even beat a welterweight. And last time I checked, Mikey Garcia was supposed to fight Lomachenko. He was supposed to fight him in April, and not this upcoming April, but when they was talking, it was like before he fought Errol Spence, he was supposed to fight Lomachenko in the month of April of that year, and then he ends up canceling that to fight Errol Spence and get his ass beat. Made no fucking sense to me. So now PBC cats are using Mikey Garcia as a means of like to avoid Terrence Crawford, which makes no fucking sense. None. Like, who is Mikey Garcia?
Is there anybody on the PBC side left to support at this point, like that you get behind? Like this dude,
Gary Russell. Gary Russell.
Gary Russell. Okay, Gary Russell. Who else, man? That's one.
I fuck with Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo is the only person that's really fighting good dudes. He's at 54. He's fighting real 54 pounders. I really can't say nothing about Jermell. I mean, he doing his thing. He's fighting, and he has some top guys that he could fight that's under his stable. So that's also kind of worked to his favor too, because he do got it's a lot of top guys at 54 on PBC too. So he can get a lot of good fights on PBC. So I got to give Jermell his props too, because Jermell is fighting some dudes. And yeah, Gary Russell and Jermell Charlo. And Jared Hurd, I like Jared. Jared getting better, even though I didn't like his last fight. I felt like he shouldn't have fought that type of fight. He should have tried to box dude. Dude was looking hella little. He looked like a goddamn lightweight against Jared Hurd. Made no damn sense. Jared Hurd should have walked him down and pummeled that dude and beat the brakes off of him. But he won a box.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's about it for me with that.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to find his identity or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Hey, DT3.
Yo, what's up, Red?
You got your fight set up?
No, I was supposed to fight on in April the 25th. Talked to the promoter, and he couldn't find no opponent for me. The matchmaker didn't have nobody for me. It's pretty much gonna be dudes fighting at like 130. I can't make 130. That shit too hard for me. So it's mostly guys fighting at 130 and 147, and these dudes has got like 10, 12 fights, and they ain't gonna put me in there with dudes that got hella fights like that. Because I've only got like a handful of fights. So they won't to put me in there with somebody that got like 2 or 3, 4 fights. But everybody got like way more experience than me, so they ain't trying to do that. So I gotta wait till the summertime. Still training though, but
hey, so what's your thoughts on the second part, man? We got a lot of people are bringing race into this equation. When we got a situation where a male snatches up a female, he displays aggression in front of a public audience. This is somebody who has a huge following. He's managed by promoted by Floyd Mayweather. So there's gonna be more eyes on somebody like Gervonta Tank Davis than just a typical other average boxer. So what's your thoughts on race being brought into this equation? Do you see it like Tank needs some type of defending, or do you look at it like, look, it's wrong is wrong, and you know, whatever your thoughts is on that?
I feel like it's all wrong. I felt like when I said what I had to say about Tank, and the first rebuttal I heard was Kovalev. When you got Martirosyan, who did a domestic assault, you had I heard Michael Hunter had got caught up in some domestic violence situations. You know, there's a couple of other cats I heard that got in domestic violence dispute, and I do not condone none of it. I don't care if you're black, white, pink, purple, or blue. You know, it's all wrong. So to justify or to try to justify Tank's actions by saying, well, what about Kovalev? So you basically telling me because of what happened with Kovalev and his wife or baby mama or whatever, we not supposed to say nothing about Tank? We supposed to just ignore that, even though that man is caught on camera. And from what we know, he was Kovalev allegedly did all this stuff. It wasn't no film of Kovalev, and I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying there was no film of Kovalev doing that. Nobody had Kovalev on the camera doing that to his wife or baby mama. Tank Davis was caught on camera doing some unnecessary shit to his baby mama. So, and it's all over social media. They got it in every angle, Black. They got it high, low, up close, far away. Like, you can see what really happened. And also for him to turn himself in tells me all I need to know too. But I think the fact that they're trying to use the race card to justify Tank is beyond me. I feel like that's a bitch move because it's all wrong. And Tank shouldn't be putting his hands on nobody, and that lets me know that they condone that type of behavior on the PBC side. But the one thing I will say, Floyd ain't fucking with Tank. I can say that right now. Floyd ain't fucking with Tank. Do you see Floyd with Tank like that? You might see a video or two, but when Tank first hit the scene, he was with Floyd all the time. Now he's not with Floyd all the time like that. And
what they got to do with the fact that they still got a promotional fighter relationship.
Guess who Floyd finna leave that issue to? Leonard
Ellaby.
Floyd ain't finna deal with that shit. Leonard finna deal with that.
So you saying Leonard Ellaby is dealing with Tank, but Floyd is not, have no involvement with him?
I wouldn't say no complete utter involvement, but he's backing off slowly but surely. He's like, bro, he a bad investment. He not bringing me no money.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, Tank is only doing the same shit that Floyd was doing to a certain extent.
But you got to think though, Floyd when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, when Floyd was 27 fights in, who was Floyd fighting?
A lot of top niggas.
Exactly. Is Tank doing that? Nah. So I get what you're saying about
he's a promoter though. So is that Tank's fault or is that Floyd's fault? Because Floyd is the one that's been denying a lot of these fights.
But who is also supposed to be getting the fights too? Al Heyman. Al Heyman ain't do. Even Floyd said, "I'm gonna talk to Al because Al paying these motherfuckers too much money." And I think it's Al and Leonard. I think Floyd threw his hands up. It's like, that's y'all. I'm gonna go get my money over here.
So,
y'all just go do y'all.
Who's Floyd's guy then? So at first he was labeled as the one. So who was really the one for Floyd for Mayweather Promotions if it's gonna survive? If it's not Tank?
Probably Arrow, because that's what I've been hearing lately is Arrow. I don't know for a fact, but what I have been hearing is Arrow. That's what I've been hearing is Arrow.
Somebody need to get a bow and arrow and shoot that into something. Nigga, nah. That Aerosmith work. He gonna sign with Mayweather Promotions?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be telling me that's the end of his career if he signed with that. So, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised at all, man. Because the shit that's going on the PBC side is.
If he do, he got to get initiated with a domestic violence case.
But what would be the difference between signing with Mayweather and PBC? This ain't gonna be doing shit. So what?
They ain't gonna be doing nothing, bro.
At the end of the day, Al Heyman still advised them niggas whether they sign with PBC or Mayweather.
Who is the nigga? Sense. Anybody ever met him?
Who, Al Heyman?
Niggas talk about him a lot.
But Errol Spence said he met him.
This nigga.
Al Heyman is their daddy.
That nigga godfather a lot of niggas I've been hearing about.
He daddy.
Yeah, he daddy. Bro.
All you need is money. All you need is money, and you can literally take the role of as a parent and be somebody's daddy, nigga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get a couple. Let your net worth be 16 million, bro. You be somebody's daddy easy.
Well, he has a lot of surrogate kids out here on YouTube land because how these people act about, oh, it's a platform. You gotta be loyal to the platform. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not no shareholder. What the fuck is that?
Hey, I feel you because I wasn't really tripping on Al too much. I kind of backed off of Al a little bit until Sean Porter. When I saw Sean Porter interview and he was talking that Al Hamick talk, I was like, bro, they got you too.
Facts, boy.
He's never been talking that. Then all of a sudden he starts talking like that. Like,
that's
I was real surprised.
The Doug virus has officially spread all through the motherfuckers.
I like Sean was acting like a Tim Bradley act. Like super aggressive, super PBC or nothing. It's like, what?
I was surprised. I was like, bro, I thought you was a stand-up guy, but you can't have your own mind on PBC side. You can't be your own stand-up guy. Hence, Gary Russell Jr. And they're gonna blackball your ass. You can't be an independent dude that's really your own man that's gonna stand on your own 2 feet and stand up to Al Heyman. Hell no. Can't do that shit. I think Errol Spence could if he really had the balls, but he respect Al Hammond too much because he took him from nothing and
Nah,
made him what he is.
Earl Spence is a savage. You talking about? He don't care
Mm-hmm.
about shit. Earl
That
savage, bro. Street nigga, bro. Hey, Laurent said in the chat to the panel, do y'all think Tank episode was set up to make Tank infamous and disliked like Mayweather?
What were we talking about earlier?
Yep. Who else you remember? Yeah. So some people are thinking the same thing. Like it could have been a little setup to just make him
It
look a
better
certain
not be,
way.
man. It better not be.
Either way, it's
I
stupid.
don't want to. I don't want to believe it was a setup. But if it was, I wouldn't be surprised that it was a setup. The only reason why I wouldn't say it was a setup, the only reason why is because of how they just took him off of social media like that. That's why. That's why I would think that, unless somebody got another rebuttal for that. But
Wait,
other than that,
repeat what you said.
they took him off of social media. Tank ain't on social media at all. He ain't on Instagram or Twitter.
Which
You
is
talking about his
crazy.
promoter? Him? He took himself off, or somebody else did it?
I don't know who took him off, but I
Well,
know he ain't on there.
somebody instructed his ass because Tank loves social media.
He pulled.
So
Yeah,
Hey,
somebody pulled the plug on the nigga.
he's a
he ain't
social
on
media
nothing.
bully. So he was told, hey, come off.
He ain't
So
on nothing.
so obviously, he ain't never deactivated for anything else. But this shit, you got to deactivate.
Yeah, and then they keep saying, "Well, he didn't do nothing. He didn't hit her." Okay, well, if he didn't really do nothing, why he deactivating his Instagram and his Twitter if he really didn't do nothing?
He
You know what I'm saying?
deactivate and turn himself in. That's what he
Yeah,
did.
he didn't do nothing though. He didn't do nothing though. He didn't do nothing.
Shout
You
out to
know,
D in the
but
chat.
D Jeff,
I saw D say he coming home today. Was D in jail?
yeah, man.
What is
Nah,
it?
D was in the hospital, man. D was in the hospital.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, I had talked to D yesterday. I didn't even know he was in the hospital. He texted me and said that he was getting out the hospital today, and I had called him, and he was having some issues with a little illness, and but by the grace of God, D is all right. He's cool. He coming home, and we finna see my
Z,
boy back doing lives. You know what I'm saying?
glad
God
you
is
back,
good.
D. You gotta stop eating
Got
them
your
pork
back,
rinds on
bro.
live stream, bro.
Ah.
Pork skins on live stream, bro. I ain't gonna get it done. It's
Good to
over
hear
with.
D's. Good to hear D's going home. I didn't know he was in the hospital either. So
Yeah,
I'm glad.
him and
Glad to hear
Andrew was in the hospital. Yeah, him and
I
Andrew
don't
was
know.
in the
I don't know if
hospital.
that was a suicide comment or what. I think it's like I'm going home, y'all. I'm like, what? What you mean? You going home? Which one? Which house?
Real.
The main one or
The upper room.
that motherfucker up there?
That's
He's
Don't
with
do it yet.
the
Don't do
upper
it, D.
room.
We got a lot more NBA left, man. Not yet.
Yeah, you that mad that the Chiefs won, dog? My goddamn.
Oh,
But
word.
anyway, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. But
Nah,
yeah, I've been really tripping on that Tank Davis, scenario. You know what I'm saying? And the whole part about it is that's not even his girl. That's his baby mama, but that's his ex bro. He ain't even with her like that. He too
What
busy
did I
fucking.
say?
we did.
He's too
Yeah.
busy fucking for his leftovers. That's not even
What
his broad.
But this
What
is
did
the
I
guy
tell
that
you?
they jump out on the front line for, man. It's ridiculous, bro.
Well,
Here's what
that's
it
what I'm
is.
telling. That's what I'm
I gotta
telling you.
shut it. I gotta shut it down and get something to eat, man. So we got like 10
All
more
right, man.
minutes.
I bet.
No, I ain't got nothing to say, but no, I got nothing to say. Let me leave that alone.
You're like, you
Yeah.
gonna open up a 30-minute wormhole, nigga, with
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, but what I will say before you get off the panel, we do have to understand that the PBC cats have been quoted saying that they don't care about the WBO belt. So don't be surprised if we never see a Earl Spence Terrence Crawford fight. Don't be surprised if we never see a Deontay Wilder Anthony Joshua fight. Don't be surprised if
Hey,
it don't
nigga,
happen.
we not. We ain't gonna never be surprised in
No, we're
hell.
not going to be surprised at that, BG3. I know we're not going to see a Deontay Wilder versus that. I know we will never see it.
We'll be okay.
That
No
man
worries.
said he wanted to fight Ruiz. Then as soon as Joshua got them belts back, nah, I'm good.
I would
Yeah.
actually be at this point. I would be surprised if those fights happen. Like that. That's what I would be surprised at. Like it. I've already come to terms that I'm probably not gonna get those fights.
Man.
I
Yeah,
think the
man.
biggest
So
fight we're gonna see probably right now might be the Fury Wilder fight and the Teofimo Lomachenko fight. That them are the only fights I'm looking forward to this year.
Oh, you saying two biggest fights? Yeah, realistically that we about to see this year.
Yeah. This year, realistically, is the Lomachenko Teofimo fight and Wilder Fury fight. Realistically, that's the only thing that I'm actually like, yeah, let's see, let's go. Let me order that, all that, do streams and shit.
Hold up. Also, Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor.
Yeah,
We might get that.
that too. If they depending on how they do in their next fight, you know what I mean, they're already in talks of making that fight happen if they win both of their fights. So if they win both of those fights, then we got them two fighting, and the winner of that fight is supposed to be fighting Crawford. So
Crawford. So yeah.
I'm on that. I'm on the real what's really finna happen. You know, I'm not finna speculate. I don't want to talk about what could happen or what should happen or what I want to see. I'm just gonna talk about what it is, man.
Yep, realistic shit, not the fantasy matchups. Bullshit. I mean, these motherfuckers not fighting to the point. They'll say like Tank Davis versus Roberto Duran at 130 or some shit. Like, what is you niggas doing? Like, how about Tank versus somebody who's alive? Like somebody who's actually doing something. Like, I know Duran is alive, but somebody who actually is active. Bullshit, bro. But my stomach is done with this shit, man. So maybe I know.
All right, y'all. Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, DT. And shout out to Red Glove. We definitely need you for this one, bro. We appreciate you, man.
Thanks. Anytime. Thanks for having me.
And big salute to everybody in the UGC. Don't forget, go to the channels tab and support everybody there. Subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon. And playback gang. Y'all keep it litty. We out.